Here is the showcase of my application. So firstly, the function. Here's the function to get the weather. The get weather is a function if the user input city. Now let's go to the city first. Here. If the user inputs here to the city entry, it will go to the entry.bind, the return, so the user will just click enter, then command equals to get weather. Since button and entry is different, the entry is automatically go to the function because of this return value. Now let's go back here to the get weather. Now the get weather city equals to entry.get. To get the inside of the entry 1, the inside of the entry, and converts it to city, it stores the value. Now let's go to the URL. This is the provided API for the weather. Now plus the input of the user using try except for the error handling. If the user is part of the weather API or it's a place, it will go here. It will access the API. If the user access, and now it will go to the location and store the response location name, and will store here. Same goes to temperature, temp-f, and all of this. For this, canvas.itemConfig to configure the default text. Here's the default text for place, temperature, feels like, time, etc. Now for the URL of the image. Here's the code for the URL of the image. Getting the URL of the image first, accessing the data for the dictionary of the data on provided API for the weather application, weather API here. After getting after getting the current condition icon, and goes to the weather and equals to HTTPS, since the data, the provided icon does not have the HTTPS, so it doesn't access, plus the condition image, which is here, accessing the data. Now, using the import URL lib that requests to access the URL using image. After using the image, bytes IO raw data, and besides the image, convert it to photo and canvas.item config. After this, going to canvas image, then accept. So I use canvas instead of the default tkinter because canvas has a lot of here. It shows more details than the tkinter. Here is the showcase of the application running. Let's input some random letters. So here, like I explained earlier, for the accept, it will print the entry of the user and it's invalid and it's all not accessed. But when I input, let's say Dubai, it will get access. And after unsuccessful access and invalid access, it will go back to the default. No, not that.